All right, and we're back with another edition of the Scotty No Show. This week's guest is Peyton Zabel. Peyton, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah. For those that may not know you, could you please tell a little bit about yourself?
I was born and raised in Pierce, South Dakota. Just got done with school at Iowa Western where I play baseball. Sports fanatic, love sports. Did a few years of coaching. Um, I'm out east playing baseball right now, prepping for the draft, which is upcoming. Just enjoying life, playing baseball. Not much more you can ask for.
Yeah, I saw you guys were playing in Morgantown tonight. Playing against, I think they call themselves the West Virginia Bears or something like that.
Yep, the West Virginia Black Bears,
Yep.
former Pittsburgh Pirate affiliate. So we're in Morgantown, playing at West Virginia University's stadium, which is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, their facilities are super nice. Obviously, being in the Big 12, they have to be. But no, it's a lot of fun playing here.
So you've had games like pretty much every day, I'm guessing.
Yes, on the road a lot. Due to COVID, we don't have host families, so we're living out of hotels, which obviously is difficult, tough to do. But it's like I said, I'm playing ball, so I can't complain.
So I'm not sure if you saw anything from the baseball games yesterday. As we're taping this, it's June 23rd. But yesterday, in the Washington Nationals game, Max Scherzer had to get checked for some foreign substances. And in the A's game, Sergio Romo basically took down his entire pants.
The sticky substances issue.
Yes. As a
It
pitcher,
is
what are your thoughts?
My thoughts are this: playing at the MLB level, it is a lot different than playing at the Legion level. When you play at the Legion level, all the balls are rubbed up. And for those of you that don't know what that means they tack them up, get some dirt on them, so the balls lose their original luster, like their oily feeling, which makes them hard to grasp. And I've firsthand out here, they don't rub up the balls before they throw them into play. They're brand new out of the package. And I actually tried foreign substances for the first time out here in a bullpen, just to try them, whatever. And we have guys out here that use them every single outing. Like they have to have their spider tack. Thinking of a particular kid on our team. And to that degree, the spider tack degree is ridiculous. Like his spin rate on his curveball went from 2,300 to 3,100 RPM.
Jesus.
And for those not familiar with, how that works and stuff, RPMs on a pitch essentially determine how good a pitch can be or can become in the future. So generally, higher RPMs on your breaking ball means better pitch. The league average in the MLB is about 2,500. And so he went from below league average to like in the top 1% of MLB just by using spider tack. And in my opinion, that is, I don't agree. I don't think people should use it to that degree. With that being said, sunscreen and rosin is not the same thing. And other things are not the same thing. Because I'll tell you right now, it is difficult to grip an unrubbed up baseball. It is. And not only is it difficult to grip, it's difficult to control. And in today's day and age, everything's velo. I mean, that's everyone. Well, not everyone, but a high percentage of people. And it's dangerous to get into the box with dudes that don't know where it's going. But so, I mean, in my opinion, I think they should have a regulated way of rubbing up the baseballs with some sort of tacky agent, not spider tack, not Pelican grip, but some sort of agent, so that the entire league, there's no competitive advantages, but so the entire league can grip the baseball and control it and not have to worry about, just not being able to control the baseball. And obviously I'm a huge Tyler Glasnow fan, and he swears that his injury was caused by them just pulling the plug right in the middle of the season, and obviously his tissues didn't get time to adapt to not having that grip. He admitted to using sunscreen and rosin. So I mean, yeah, it's a really tough situation to regulate, if I'm being honest. There's no win. I mean, it's a no-win situation. What are your thoughts on it?
Well, I mean, when it comes to rosin in particular, I just think of that one time that minor league manager for, I want to say it was a Braves affiliate, threw a rosin bag like a grenade. Now we can't have that.
Yeah,
But on the pitcher side, I mean, they do need. I mean, there's been way too many no hitters in baseball this year. I I don't know exactly what you can contribute to that, but I mean, I would rather see hits than no hits. I'm an offensive
yeah,
guy, so
yeah. I mean, I understand that, and I guess I have a different point of view just because I'm a pitcher
yep.
also. And talking with my friends about it, obviously they have their opinions on it, and I mean, obviously, being a pitcher is I want to, be in total control. I mean, that's my job. But I've seen the far end of the spectrum in spider tack. I mean, if you touch spider tack, if you take your finger and touch it, it will stick to your finger as you pull it off for like 2 feet. And if you touch anything after that, it's sticking to your hand. It doesn't matter if it's grass, dirt. It's like, it's incredible.
So it's like stick 'em in the 70s.
Yeah, it's literally like a ridiculous super glue.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's a little too far in my opinion. When you're getting a huge competitive advantage, because increased RPMs is a huge competitive advantage, that's too far in my opinion.
Have you seen any of the College World Series games at all?
I have. I've been watching them. It's been a pretty fun series so far.
It has. Just tonight, literally probably a half hour ago, Vanderbilt beat Stanford on a walk-off wild pitch, 6-5. Vanderbilt has two really good pitchers that I am looking forward to seeing how they progress in Kumar Rocker and Jack Leiter. And then, you look at Mississippi State, they're a wagon. I mean, they had that game the other night. That was awesome. Of course, I'm a Longhorn fan, but I mean, what are you going to do? What are your thoughts on the World Series we're seeing so far?
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. I think having a team like NC State, as hot as they are, is good for college baseball because there's a lot of traditional teams in it. Like Texas has made it the most of any school to the World Series, and Vandy is obviously a traditional powerhouse. And so those schools, Mississippi State too, you kind of expect to be there and be successful. But I think a team like NC State that really stumbled out of the gate this year, it's a lot of fun having them there and competing and winning. I mean, it's kind of the underdog story that you can root for. So I'm kind of latched on to NC State. That's kind of who I'm pulling for. Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever been to the College World Series?
I've not. I've wanted to go. My family's always talked about going, but it's always just, I mean, it's right in the middle of baseball season. So
yeah, true.
It's kind of tough to pull off.
Yeah. But I mean, here it's probably 5 hours to Omaha?
Yeah. Yeah.
Roughly. So,
yeah,
I mean,
about 5.5. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's doable. So the other night, or the other day, I think it was the Supreme Court, ruled 9-0 in favor of the NCAA name, image, and likeness thing, basically saying that the way the NCAA does things, without paying their athletes, because they make millions of dollars and don't pay the athletes anything. They said that's illegal. So now athletes are going to be able to profit off of their name, image, and likeness. What are your thoughts on that?
I go both ways on it. It could be good. It could be really good. But it also kind of for me in college sports, there's something genuine about college sports being amateur.
Mhm.
And I think, first of all, let me start with this. I think it's ridiculous that they're talking about paying student athletes for their likeness when college baseball has 11.7 scholarships for 40 guys on the team or whatever. I think that's
Yep.
ridiculous. I think they should start there and make every sport full scholarship before they would pass this bill.
Yeah.
But obviously, that's just my opinion. But I think that there's something genuine about college sports when athletes are only playing for their university, for each other, just doing it for the love of the game. And it's just a different will to win, I think, than at the professional level. And I think if you bring in getting paid a bunch of money, that might change some of that. And it might take a turn towards professional sports. But I think, at least somewhat, especially at the big universities, college football, college basketball, and kids that maybe didn't come up from the same background that me and you came up from would definitely, they could use it a lot.
Yep.
But I'm kind of torn both ways. I think in some form or fashion they deserve it, especially with the kind of money they're bringing into the universities.
I'm just reminded of when I was in college how, I mean, they probably could have had I mean, they eventually did it, but at Cubbies, they could have had like a Mike Dom burger, like a Dominator at Cubbies, and they eventually did. And he probably got paid a little bit to be the spokesman for it. But I mean, you just think of all the athletes that didn't get that opportunity. Like
Yeah, for
if
sure.
it is what it is. We're gonna do a top 5, and then we're gonna probably call it a night, since it's probably 11:15 out there on the East Coast.
It is. It is. We had a long game tonight, slow pace
Mhm.
of play, which is I don't like to watch, but we
Yeah,
got the win. So
but before we do that, we're you know we have to send out a big congratulations to Kim Kaiser for um her final treatment of chemo. She got to ring the bell today, and it not gonna lie, it made me a little emotional. You know that family pretty well. What are your thoughts?
absolutely, absolutely. I mean, to see someone go through something like that, especially cancer, that you're close with and your family friends with, is hard. I mean, it sucks. Like there's not many things worse in this world than having a loved one go through cancer. And I actually, seeing those videos, that was pretty special. It was pretty cool. I texted Brev right when I saw it and congratulated him and their family. But it's what a great family. I mean, just great people, all of them. And so, I mean, that's so awesome to see Kim get to ring the bell finally after what she's gone through. I mean, what an incredibly strong family, what an incredibly strong person to persevere through that. So that was definitely very awesome to see those videos for sure.
All right, so we're the top 5 for this week. Is our top 5 favorite Major League Baseball moments of your lifetime. Okay, so if you want, I can go first.
Okay, do I have to be alive when they happen?
Yes.
Okay, all right,
So anything after 2000 for you young
yeah,
and you.
yeah, okay. You better go first.
Okay, so I'll just do my top 5, and then I'll allow you to respond whenever you feel the need. So
All right,
my number 1 is George Bush's first pitch in the Game 3 of the World Series in 2001.
okay,
First game after 9/11, he throws a pitch and it's like right down the middle, and it was just insane.
yeah,
The crowd reaction.
absolutely.
Number 2, when Ken Griffey Jr. Beat the Yankees in Game 5 in 1995. I was maybe 4 years old. I barely remember it, but the one thing I remember is Griffey coming around third and sliding into home, and that game saved baseball in Seattle. So, um, Number 3, because I'm a Brewers fan, Niger Morgan's walk-off in Game 5. Incredible. Loved it. That actually is probably what made me a Brewers fan, was that moment. On the opposite end of Brewers love is Randall Simon hitting the mascot with a bat, hitting the sausage as it was running around. That's my number 4. Number 5, Randy Johnson killing a bird with a pitch.
Okay. Yeah, those are good. Those are 5 good ones. I don't know if the George Bush counts for me because I've seen videos of that all over Twitter. I mean, that video gives me chills. That's pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, for me, let me think. So I'm a big Rays fan.
Okay,
Tampa
I was gonna ask, what is your fandom?
Yeah, so I'm a Tampa Bay Rays fan, and how that came about, I'm a new fan.
Okay.
So I've only been with them for a few years because I would always give all my friends crap about the Twins because the Twins obviously have their postseason struggles and stuff
always
like
lose
that
to
over
the
the
Yankees.
Years. Yeah, exactly. And so they finally said that I had to have a favorite team before I chirped the Twins so they could chirp me back when that team wasn't very good or struggling. And my favorite player is Tyler Glasnow, who's with the Rays still. And so he had just gotten traded there from Pittsburgh. And so I latched onto the Rays, and I just got pretty lucky with the timing, obviously winning the AL last year. So I think that would be my number 1 moment was them winning the AL pennant last year. Obviously, that's pretty cool.
Randy Rosarena.
Dude went ballistic. Luckily, he went ballistic because the rest of the offense wasn't great. Yeah, I'd say that's number 1. My least favorite moment in my entire life is when Blake Snell came out of the game. Yeah. And they immediately proceeded to lose. So, I mean, that is my least favorite moment. But I don't know. You're kind of putting me on the spot. I'm trying to think.
You asked me to give you a top 5 topic, kind of on the spot like I did Bradley.
Oh, man. I'm trying to think here.
Do you want me to go through some honorable mentions?
Yeah, I really liked when Trevor Bauer won the Cy Young. That's another one.
Okay.
Because I'm a Bauer fan just with what he does as far as like driveline and bringing kind of the new era into baseball. So I think that would be up there for me too. Yeah, I'm trying to think right now.
I can go through some honorable mentions while you're thinking.
All right.
So Tommy Lasorda getting hit with a bat in the 2001 All-Star game. That was great. Bobby Valentine going back into the dugout with a fake mustache after getting ejected. That was fantastic.
I just saw a tweet about that the other day.
The Steve Bartman moment where he goes to catch a ball and just pisses off Moises Alou. I love that. Sammy Sosa, I actually watched this live when it happened. Sammy Sosa's corked bat, that made me laugh.
Yeah, that's a tough look.
And then Manny being Manny, of course. Just Manny, cutting off Johnny Damon as he's trying to throw to first or home.
Yeah, I mean, OG Manny Ramirez I vaguely remember his kind of run of dominance. I was young, but I vaguely remember that. But I kind of just like before I became a Rays fan, I didn't really even root for anyone. Like I was kind of impartial with the Twins.
Okay.
I just liked watching good baseball. So I mean, I guess I don't really have that many moments of my like with the Rays because I'm new to their I'm new to the fandom. So
what's your other kind of what's your football and basketball and what were your teams there?
Yeah. I love the Colts, big Colts guy. That started when I was really young because of Peyton Manning.
I was just gonna say.
Yeah. So I love the Colts.
You were probably named after Peyton Manning.
Yeah, possibly. And then I love Michigan. So like Michigan, University of Michigan baseball, basketball, football. They're
Really?
hard to love. Yeah, they're hard to love with the football right now. But I guess that would be another one of my moments is when University of Michigan made their run to uh the World Series championship against Vandy in 2019. That was pretty cool to
Okay.
watch. Um and then I don't have an NBA team. I'm not an NBA guy. I am an MJ guy though. I love Michael
Okay.
Jordan.
Good. Good one. Well, I also have Jose Canseco taking a ball to the head and it being a home run. That happened in
Yeah,
1993. That was awesome.
off the head home run.
And then, of course, Terry Collins saying "Our ass is in the jackpot" after
The
that was that was hilarious. I love that.
Yeah, that entire on field mic'd up moment after Thor threw behind. Can't remember who. Noah Syndergaard threw behind someone and then got
Hmm.
immediately ejected, and Terry just went off. That's still a viral Twitter video to this day. Like it's still go. It still makes its rounds every year.
Yeah. So, you know what? I'll probably let you go, but before I do you have any advice for any athletes that might be watching this?
Work hard, dream big. That's all you can do. I mean, those are words from Steve Gray that I still remember. Um, that were up in the basement hitting facility at Ranky Gray. I still remember. I can still see him in my head. That's all you can do. I mean, control what you can control and let the chips fall as they may.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on, and I'll be sure to say hi to Jet for you and everything.
Absolutely, keep him in line, which is
Oh,
tough to do. Trust me.
trust me, I know. But thanks for coming on, bud.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.